Hey everyone, this is FaZe and welcome back to my channel. If you've been subscribed to me for a while, then you probably know I review a ton of EVs. And the two that I've reviewed that people have absolutely loved is the Tesla Model Y and the Hyundai Ioniq 5. And I've reviewed both of them, so you can click the links above or in the description below to check their reviews out. But in today's video, I'm going to be comparing both of these vehicles. So let's start off by talking about the design. In my opinion, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 looks more exotic and futuristic than the Tesla Model Y. The Ioniq 5 has a sleek, aerodynamic design that makes it stand out from its competition. Its different and unique look gives it an imposing presence on the road. Now, when you compare it to the Tesla Model Y, that one looks a lot more like a traditional SUV. The Model Y looks pretty much like a bigger version of the Model 3. While it's also very sleek and stylish, it doesn't have quite the same futuristic look as the Ioniq 5, and perhaps that futuristic look is maybe not something everyone's looking for. But if you are looking for a car that will turn heads and make a statement while you're cruising down the road, the Ioniq 5 definitely wins. Alright, so now that we've talked about the exterior design, let's take a look at the interior. Inside the Model Y, you'll find a super minimalistic cabin with just a steering wheel, some gear stalks, and a 15-inch touchscreen panel in the center of the dashboard, while the Ioniq 5 has two 12-inch displays. On the Model Y, seats are also very supportive and comfortable, and you can also get a 7-seat option as well. Now, in terms of interior space and comfort, the Hyundai Ioniq 5, in my opinion, has a clear advantage over the Tesla Model Y because it gives you much more legroom in both the front and back, giving passengers plenty of room to stretch out. With the Ioniq 5, you can also opt for upgraded seating, with heated and cooling options for a truly luxurious experience, especially with the interior ambient lights, which livens up the cabin of the Ioniq 5, whereas you get none of those ambient lights with the Model Y, which also has heated seats but doesn't come close to offering the same level of customization that's available on the Ioniq 5. The Ioniq 5 is better soundproof than its Tesla counterpart, making for a more peaceful ride. So when it comes to interior, I prefer the Ioniq 5. Now let's take a look at infotainment. Teslas are often referred to as smartphones on wheels, and to be honest, that's the best way to describe them. The Model Y's 15-inch touchscreen isn't there just for maps and settings. It literally controls everything from the climates to the windshield wipers to the glove box, while offering cool extras like playing games, Netflix, and the ability to take Zoom calls. The sleek Tesla app also lets owners monitor their car remotely and comes with Sentry Mode, which records video footage of potential break-ins. There are so many other things that the Model Y brings from a tech perspective that I could do a whole video on. When you look at the Ioniq 5, it is also tech-forward, featuring two 12-inch screens and optionally a heads-up display projected onto the windshield. It also has plenty of buttons, which is great for those who don't prefer everything on a screen. You also get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Both infotainments couldn't be more different, and I personally prefer the Model Y. It's extremely user-intuitive, has a plethora of technology from a driver experience perspective, but also safety and entertainment. And when it comes to driver assistance and self-driving, the Ioniq 5 doesn't come close to Model Y's Autopilot and Smart Summon, all of which only get smarter over time with software updates. Now, let's talk about performance. Alright, so this one has a clear winner. The Tesla Model Y has superior performance to the Hyundai Ioniq 5. First off, the Tesla Model Y has significantly quicker acceleration due to its dual motor system. With its all-wheel drive, it can reach 0 to 60 in a mere 3.5 seconds, compared to the 4.5 seconds of the fastest iteration of the Ioniq 5. The Tesla Model Y also features a great suspension, which allows for a more sporty ride. And the Model Y is arguably one of the fastest mid-sized electric SUVs on the market. But I do want to say that the driving comfort of the Ioniq 5 has the upper hand over the Model Y. It has a softer suspension than the Model Y. The Tesla is much better at cornering with stability and composure, making sharp turns without feeling too heavy. But there are no noise or vibration issues in the Ioniq 5, so you can expect a smooth and comfortable ride every time. Now let's talk about range for a second. The Model Y earns a strong range rating of 330 miles. That's with battery draining all-wheel drive as standard. The Ioniq 5 isn't far off though, with estimates spanning from 220 miles for the cheapest model to 303 miles for one with a larger battery and rear-wheel drive. The Ioniq 5 can use powerful 350 kilowatt fast charging stations to recharge from 10% to 80% in just 18 minutes. The same top-up would take the Model Y 30 minutes, but Tesla owners get access to the company's extensive supercharger network, which makes filling up seamless. Lastly, let's take a look at cargo space. One clear advantage that the Tesla Model Y has over the Hyundai Ioniq 5 is its storage capacity. The Model Y offers 30.7 cubic feet of rear trunk space as well as front trunk space, while the Ioniq 5 offers 28.5 cubic feet of both. The front trunk, in my opinion, is almost non-existent on the Ioniq 5. It's not practical at all, and the size is laughable when you compare it to the Model Y. Alright guys, so in conclusion, both of these SUVs are absolutely fantastic. And it really kind of comes down to personal preference. One is Tesla, which is all about the ecosystem and the great driving range. And the other is Hyundai, that gives you small, innovative luxury things that you really like when you have that daily drive. But at the end of the day, I want to know your thoughts. Which one do you like? Do you prefer one over the other? And if so, why? Be sure to comment below, let me know, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this in the future. See you next time.